This next part you dubbed A Tale of Two Toilets.
I did.
Funny.
I
But
did.
funny. It's a funny section.
It's a very funny section.
It's a very apt analogy.
Yes, but when you're talking about toilets and poo, it's always funny, even when you're not 7 anymore. So this is a tale of two toilets. The flush toilet to me is a worthy metaphor for the civilization I live in. It is convenient, it is easy, it is hygienic, and it is wonderfully warm and dry. It is the most luxurious pooing experience known to man. You can do your business and never have to think about what happens next. Never have to think about what happens to the feces and the urine that you've just produced. Just as you probably never thought about the origins of the food that created it in the first place. You can act, if you like, as if you've never produced it at all, as if you were far too civilized to have engaged in such base and primitive behavior. You can sit in the warmth reading an amusing, light-hearted book. Then you can simply press a button and you'll never have to deal with your own shit. What happens to a society that won't deal with its own shit? It ends up deep in it. And then the second tale. If a flush toilet is a metaphor for civilization that wants to wash its hands of its own waste as long as they accumulate somewhere else, then a compost toilet is both a small restitution
Mm-hmm.
and a declaration. I will not turn my back on the consequences of my actions. I will not crap into clean drinking water and flush it down a pipe to be cleaned with industrial chemicals at some sewage plant that I have never visited. I will fertilize my own ground with my own manure, and in doing so, I will control an important part of my life in this world, and that control will give me more understanding over it. I will claw something of myself back, even in the rain, even in the winter. I will deal with my own shit. And as anyone who's ever used a composting toilet before, they are pretty pleasant.
Oh, there's all kinds of designs out there.
Right, like they have real fancy ones, but I did basically, I think it was like a big bucket with a toilet seat on it, and then
Yeah.
you put like sawdust, but it wasn't stinky, so
Yeah. It doesn't have to be complicated, people.
no. Mm-mm.